Hey guys, so I'm at the side of my house and you can see I don't have a lot of room on the side of my house for storage, but what I had to do is I had to get the most narrow or shallowest storage shed I could find, and it's this guy right here, this Rubbermaid 5x2, and I installed one already and you can see what it looks like. Come in here. And that's what it looks like. I put in a shelf on the inside. It doesn't come with the shelf, but the storage shed itself is made of this plastic material, and there's only a few screws to put in, so it was actually quite easy to install. So I'm going to show you how to install it today. But it's 5x2 and it fits the side of my house, which is key. So this is the box it comes in. It's a pretty good sized box, of course. I already installed one, like I said, so I should be able to install this one relatively easy, and I'll show you guys how to do it. Alright, so it comes packed like this. See all the pieces in it, so it's a little bit hard, unwieldy for me to do with one hand. But first you start with this base, and of course it comes with directions, and you could of course follow directions, but sometimes it's easier to watch somebody do it. You start with this base, and the curved end is where the door swings, okay? So but the curved end goes where you want to hold your door. Don't push it flat against the wall yet, because you're going to have to go on the other side and do some screwing later on. So give yourself a little bit of room to work on the inside. All right, so the direction says to knock these holes out, but so you can see both. My previous one also came already knocked out, so I don't have to worry about that. So let's just start with the first G plate. And what you're going to do is first you're going to grab a G and then knock out these holes right there. So that's important that you do that. It's not that hard. Next, there are these slots down here that you put it in. So you just put it in the slots, and you just kind of leave it here for right now and grab the next piece, which is a D piece. So if you see these slots right here, that's what you want to slide these slots into. So you're going to slide it in and it's going to click in. It might be a little hard, so you have to hold the back to get it to slide in. And then down here, you put it into that slot. And now you should be able to push it down. Okay, that's the way it looks down there. That's the way it looks up there. Same things with these holes. I'm going to poke a hole through them. So next we're going to do the same thing on this side right here. For this side right here, I'm going to put in the next two pieces. Okay, so this same thing happened to my other box, and look, it comes dented like there. So I'm gonna take a pair of pliers and pull it out straight so that it lines up. You can see it won't want to fit in with that dent there, but we're gonna push it into this slot right here so that they line up. Yeah, it sucks that you have to do this, but I'm not gonna send it back for this little dent. Something about the way they package it makes it want to do that, because both boxes were like that. But anyways, push it in. Okay, so the directions said to drill a hole right here. You can see that little notch so that you could screw it down to the platform, but I'm not going to do that because I'm not sure I'm going to leave it here. So if you want to make it more stable, go ahead and drill that, and then you'll have to drill that one too. But for me, I'm just going to leave it stand alone, take my chances. Next up is these connectors, and what you want to do is you want to slide these things into the slots, and there's a direction arrow on them, and basically what it does is it clamps these two side walls together so it's nice and secure. So next up we're going to throw on the roof, and there's this little arch support right there too we're going to put in there. Alright, so later on I'm going to go to the back side and push it down so that I can drill in these things. You'll see that in a second. Okay, so this guy's going to go right there, so you're going to lift this up, put that in, right, line it up with the holes, and then put the roof back down. So now we're going to go to the other side and drill it in. Alright, we're going to use these screws they gave us. It's a little tough to get in there, so stick it through the hole first and then hold it down and drill it in. Don't over torque it. If you keep screwing, you'll go right, strip out the plastic. Alright, that's it for the back side. Now I can move it back. Alright, next up we're going to install the doors. So you don't want to screw this side yet because you want to be able to lift it up and put the door in there. Alright, so you put it in that hole down there. And for the other spot, there's a hole up here, okay? So you put these two things in those holes. Alright, so once they're in there, you got one door. We'll do the same to this side. Alright, both doors are in. There you go. Okay, so now that both doors are in, now we can screw these things in. Same screws. Okay, so now that that's in, we're going to do the same thing to this side. Okay, so now they tell you it's time to screw in these things, these holes that you drilled out, but again, I'm not going to do that because to me it's stable enough. So now I'm just going to put in the door handle. So we're going to use this thing right here, and it's going to stick through this hole, push it through that back side. Just like that. That's the way it looks on this side. So now I'm going to put in the door handle, and you can see there's two slots. There's one where it's a little bit, there's a little groove, and here it's just two notches. So you line up the door handle accordingly. So here's the door handle. See this side right here? It's got this line for the groove. That's going to go up there, and these just got two. It's going to go right there. Alright, so I'm going to go this side. Same screws, going to screw those in. There you go. Alright, and believe it or not, I'm done. That's the way it looks coming here. Those are my two. And there's some hangers that you want to, if you want to secure it to the wall. I'm not going to do that. I didn't even screw it down into the base. So that's it. Pretty easy. All right, I don't have a whole lot of room back here to give you guys a full view, but let's see what I can do. So this door always has to close first because the second door goes in that groove. And there's the top down look. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Again, you can't close this door first. Gotta close that one, and you can put a lock right there if you so choose.